Hi, today we're making a banana bread. Super easy and super moist using all those overripe bananas that nobody wants in the house. These are our ingredients. We have to use overripe bananas because they are the sweetest. Don't worry if they look ugly. Roughly mash the bananas. If it's a little hard, you can use your hands to mash them. Now I'm going to use a loaf pan to bake this bread. It could be a metal or a ceramic one. If you do not have that, anything will do, a cake tin or a ceramic dish, anything. Just remember, with ceramic and glass, the time taken in the oven will be a little longer. Apply butter generously and use parchment paper or baking paper to line your loaf pan. Just roughly line it, leaving some paper out so that you can pull out the loaf very easily. Here I'm mixing the flour, the sugar, the baking soda and the salt, all the dry ingredients. Just beat the 2 eggs roughly. Add some vanilla essence. I like to add vanilla essence. You may add cinnamon powder, anything you like. And mix it well. Add the melted butter and the yogurt. And again mix well. Time to add the bananas to this mixture. Add the wet mixture to the dry mixture and then stir very gently. You do not have to whip this batter, just stir it very, very gently and see that you get every little bit of the dry powder from underneath. Give it a thorough mix. Now I like to break up these walnuts into little pieces and add a few of it, not too much of it, along with the chocolate chips, as many as you like. Again, give it a good stir. Once the batter has been poured into the loaf pan, decorate it with chocolate chips on top, or you can leave it plain. And it goes into the oven at 165 degrees for about 50 minutes to an hour. Initially, I'll set it for 45 minutes. And then you need to take it out and check with a skewer or a toothpick or whatever, just to see if it is cooked all the way through. If it is wet, it needs to go back in for another 10 minutes. You would need to keep doing this. If your bread is looking very brown on top, you can give it a little cap made of foil and put it back in. As you can see, it is fully baked now. It has that characteristic crack on the top. It needs to cool in the pan for 15 minutes before you transfer it onto a wire rack, and allow it to cool down as much as possible before you start cutting it, because it may just crumble. Banana bread is a keeping cake, which means it keeps for 3 to 4 days without going stale. And in fact, it gets more moist and more delicious during this time. So this bread would taste amazing the next day. Banana bread is an amazing tea time snack or even breakfast, and it's a great way to get your kids to eat bananas too. Hope you try this recipe.